to Pinoy US Adventure. Today we're going to talk about a rather sensitive subject, something that most Westerners are not quite familiar with. It is Filipino Machismo and the thin-skinned Filipina. And yes, in order to discuss this, we should probably go back in history to the time when Magellan discovered the Philippines. The Philippines was a Spanish colony, and because of this, the people of the islands took on many of the customs of the Spanish, some of the recipes, and some of the language. One thing in the Spanish society is somewhat male-dominated, and you'll find if you go to the Philippines, that the men there, boys, men, teenagers, whatever, will treat you with a great deal of respect. Something that I wasn't quite accustomed to, but it was refreshing. But in return, you should also return that respect, because of the fact that they convey such respect. They demand and command that in return. And one thing you should remember is you should never chastise or scold somebody, whether they're younger or older, especially in the presence of a woman or their friends.
Kasi tayo Filipino, mga Filipinos, nung dumating ako dito, iba ang ugali ng Amerikano, prangkahan. Tapos ako, sensitive din tayo, di ba? Yung minsan may nasasabi sila na kahit harapan ng tao, hindi nila alam na nasasaktan ka. May sinabi yung batanda sa akin, after a day ko pa naisip na parang nasaktan ako, dun na ako parang nasasaktan, umiiyak na ako. Kaya sabi ni Ken, sobra ka-sensitive. Thin skin ang sinasabi niya sa mga Pinoys.
As we get on with this conversation, the Filipina, for the same reason, in the West we would call them rather thin-skinned. A simple joke or some action you take could hurt them deeply. And if they're offended in some way, it's a little bit more difficult to get through.
Oh, yeah. Correct. Kasi minsan it will take me a day na hindi ako yung mood ko hindi ako makaka-get over pag ako nasaktan.
Yes.
Pero mind you, the best so far, Pinoys. Kino-compare nila ang white sa Pinoys. Mas very workaholic ang Pinoys kaysa sa mga Amerikana.
So, if you go to the Philippines or you have an interaction with a Filipina, keep in mind that some simple thing you say, possibly a joke, will often be taken to heart, and you can find yourself making up for it for days. Water under the bridge. The water flows very slow in the Philippines.
Ayun nga Kaya kung sino man yung kung may mga boyfriend na Amerikano or mga ibang lahi, kailangan pag-aralan mo. Kasi nung una, akala ko di ko kaya yung mag-adapt ng kanilang ugali. Yung dire-diretsahan ba sila, pero akala nila na baliwala yun. Yung akala nila na simple lang. Tapos yun pala, tayo, dinidibdib na natin. Tapos minsan pa nga yung ugali pa nila na basta na lang kumain sila na hindi kanila tatawagin. Kaya kanya-kanyang handaan ng pagkain kung minsan ganun. Oh.
Keep in mind that not only things you say, but certain actions that are taken for granted by Filipinos And a Western man might not quite understand, or it might seem like telepathy, or we can't read your mind.
Oh, yan.
But in certain situations in society, in daily life, Filipino will pretty much expect you to respect her or to do certain things in a certain way.
Alam mo, ugali nila yan, tinatanong, ano gusto mo? Sabi ko, syempre sa atin mga babae, inaasahan natin na ang lalaki, alam na nila ang needs mo. Pero sabi nila, hindi daw nila ma-read yung nasa mind mo, hindi daw nila mabasa ang nasa isip. Pero tayo, sa ating ugali sa Pinoy, kung yung mga lalaki, alam na nila kung ano yung best ones ng kanilang loved ones, sila, tinatanong pa. Sabi ko, alam mo na kung ano hilig ko. Yun din ang sabi ko, kaya natutuhan na ni Ken.
Having said this, I will say you'll find it well worth your while in a relationship with a Filipina. They are very caring, very family-oriented, and the large majority are very Christian. I'm treated with so much respect, and also my family is being treated with the same respect that I find it hard to believe. But keep in mind, she's very sensitive.
Sensitive nga, pero tingnan mo naman.
So, with this said, we're going to wrap up this short episode of Pinoy US Adventure. I hope you enjoyed it, and please watch our channel, share,
Subscribe,
and
like, comment. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
God
and
bless.
God bless.
Love you.